Mr. Speaker and colleagues at large, I raise on a procedural impropriety and ambiguity that awashed Parliament and the country a month ago. I do acknowledge that it was a procedural flaw. At this juncture, Right Honourable Speaker and members, I do invoke.
Is making a maiden speech. Go ahead.
Right Honourable members, I do acknowledge and make a reflection of how important it is to work in harmony as honourable colleagues and our leaders, the legislator, our speaker, for the better dispensation of services to our country. I therefore request for pardon on the impasse. I beg to move.
What pardon are you? What pardon?
I request for the procedural impropriety that I caused on the actions of Parliament.
Yes, Maurice.
Thank you.
Maurice.
A month ago, I was seen moving with funds in the precincts of Parliament, which must have infringed on the privileges and the rights of my fellow colleagues and the House at large. I do therefore request for pardon over that and extend an olive hand to each other for the betterment of services in the country.
Honourable members.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, our rules are clear. That when a colleague is communicating, the colleague must communicate in a language that the rest understand, so that we are in a position to understand what is communicating, and the answer has what to put on record. Right Honourable Speaker, we have heard the colleague using a lot of English, jargons and different statements, but possibly he had something he wanted to pass over, because he was saying he was apologizing. So, Right Honourable Speaker, couldn't it be procedurally right Honourable Speaker, so that one, the colleague uses the clear English to understand, and two, he tells us exactly what he's trying to mean and convey, so that if he wants forgiveness, people can know what they are forgiving and what they are talking.
Honourable Praha, even me.
Right Honourable Speaker.
Honourable. If you have.
Right Honourable Speaker.
If you have something that you want to communicate, if you're going to seek for equity, you must go with clean hands. If you have something that you want to communicate, you communicate openly. If you want to be forgiven, this house will forgive you. What do you want to be forgiven for?